Welcome back. Today I would like to tell the story of the case of the rebellious red hare. Sally Smithers had always been known for one thing: her wild, untamable red hair. It wasn't just red, it was a force of nature. Some days it looked like a fiery tornado that decided to take up permanent residence on her head. Other days, it resembled what might happen if a fox and a thunderstorm had a baby. "Your hair looks like you stuck your finger in an electrical socket," her little brother would say at breakfast. "Did you brush your hair with a firecracker?" her best friend Jamie would ask. By secondary school, Sally had heard it all. But the comments still stung, especially, from Tiffany Parker, who had perfect blonde hair that looked like it belonged in a shampoo commercial. One Tuesday morning, Sally woke up to discover her hair had reached a new level of rebellion. No amount of water, gel could tame it. It stuck out in 17 different directions, forming what could only be described as a loop-sided red-orange mushroom cloud. "That's it," Sally declared to her reflection. "Today I make peace with my beast." Instead of trying to flatten her hair or hide it under a hat, Sally grabbed her mom's hairspray and went to work. If her hair wanted to be wild, she would make it spectacular. When she arrived to school, her hair had been transformed into a deliberate work of art. A swirling, gravity-defying sculpture that looked like a cross between a modern art installation and a dessert topping. "Whoa," said Jamie, eyes wide. "Your hair looks like it's about to launch into space." "That's the idea," Sally said with a grin. "I call it Red Planet Rising." As she walked down the hallway, she noticed people staring. But for once, she didn't shrink away. She tossed her head, making her creation bounce dramatically. Even Tiffany Parker stopped mid-sentence when she saw Sally. "What happened to your head?" "Art happened," Sally replied. "Not everyone can pull off having hair with its own postcode." During science class, Mr. Perkins was explaining gravity when he glanced at Sally's hair. Perfect visual aid. Sally's hair is clearly demonstrating anti-gravitational properties. Perhaps we should study it. The class erupted in laughter, but this time Sally laughed too. Her hair had become the joke, but she was in on it. At lunch, disaster struck. A sudden gust of wind from an open window sent Sally's carefully crafted creation tilting dangerously to one side. It now looked like art and more like a red haystack that had suffered a stroke. "Houston, we have a problem," Sally muttered. That's when Tiffany Parker approached her table. Sally braced herself for ridicule. Instead, Tiffany said, "Your hair is having a rough day too, huh? Mind if I help?" Before Sally could answer, Tiffany pulled out an emergency hair kit from her backpack and began working on Sally's unruly mane. "My perfect hair?" Tiffany said as she worked. 3 hours of styling and enough product to destroy the ozone layer. Plus, I wake up looking like I've been electrocuted by lightning." 10 minutes later, Sally's hair was transformed into a cool, messy bun with artfully arranged accidental strands framing her face. "There," said Tiffany. "Wild but intentional." "Thanks," Sally said, genuinely surprised. "I've been fighting with it for years." "Fighting hair is like fighting the ocean," Tiffany replied. "You can't win, you just learn to surf." From that day on, Sally embraced her hair's rebellious nature. She started a social media account called Red Alert Hair Edition, where she documented her daily hair adventures. It became surprisingly popular, especially among other teens with uncooperative hair. On particularly wild hair days, she would now announce proudly, "The higher the hair, the closer to the stars." And when her little brother said her hair looked like a fire hazard at breakfast, she simply replied, "Thank you. I've been working on my combustible look all morning." After all, if you can't beat your hair, you might as well give it a starring role in the comedy of your life.